Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. Today's video is going to be an attempt at the world's fastest book haul. I'm leaving in just under an hour to go with my family on a Labor Day weekend vacation, but I want to try and get a video up real quick before then because there is a Labor Day weekend flash sale on the Costa Rica trip that I'm hosting along with Izzy from Happy for Now, and it expires September 5th. So I'm going to try to do a real quick fun book haul so that I can also tell you about this code. So if you are interested in going, this can only be used 6 times before it expires, and it expires September 5th. If you use the code 2026 booked, you can get an extra $100 off that trip coming in January. Act now. There has been no better time if you are considering going to go and do it. And we would love to see you there. If you have questions, drop them down below. But I got to get into these books because this is also going to be a very quick editing job. So I have this broken up into 2 categories. We have publisher mail, and then I have books that I have purchased or pre-ordered for myself within the last few weeks. From Simon Teen, I have A Bite of Pepper by Belaz Lorenzi. I read an early copy of this book on NetGalley and it was really cute. It's a YA graphic novel with a sapphic romance between a vampire who has to take a bride to become a full-fledged vampire, but she doesn't really want to, and the human girl that she falls for. And also she's into skateboarding. It's really cute and really fun, so thank you so much to Simon Teen for that. From Dell, I got this adorable package. In the game of love, sometimes you have to roll the dice. And this is for Roll for Romance by Lenora Woods, which is a Dungeons & Dragons themed contemporary romance, which I'm so here for. It's really cute. And the package comes with some fun goodies. We've got some stickers, a little art print, and then a D20, because of course, and Alchemist Brewing matches. So I love it. This is such a cute package. Thank you so much to Dell. From Saga Press, coming out in September, we have Why I Love Horror, essays on horror literature. I'm really excited about this. It's got essays from people like Tananarive Due, Jennifer McMahon, Josh Mallerman, Paul Tremblay, Grady Hendrix, Cynthia Pelayo, Rachel Harrison, Victor Lavelle, Stephen Graham Jones, like amazing lineup of people, but nonfiction essays on why they love horror, which I'm really excited to read. So thank you to Saga Press for that. I have this really beautiful box that was unexpected that came in the mail. This is from Entangled Publishing. This is Over the Moon by Laura Pavlov, which is a re-release of apparently part of this romance collection. It's really pretty. It's got these lovely little sprayed edges. For fans of Elsie Silver and Lucy Score, the perfect small town sports romance for summer. So it's got hockey, so if you're into hockey romance. I feel like with the cover I wouldn't expect hockey romance, but yeah. Go check that out if that sounds like your thing. From Valentine Books, I have something that feels like the perfect vacation read. This is The Grand Paloma Resort by Clavis Natera. The Grand Paloma Resort is a lush paradise in the Dominican Republic where the guests enjoy incredible luxury and the staff is always eager to please until they're pushed to the brink. So it's interesting because it's a sort of thriller suspense novel from the perspective of one of the Dominican staff at this resort, which I am very intrigued by. That sounds great. Okay, we're doing good on time so far. From Orbit, I'm so happy they just sent me The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri. When does this come out? This comes out in October. This is a sapphic historical fantasy romance with a knight and magic, and I don't know much else about it, but I know it's going to be great. I love her stuff. Lastly, in the publisher mail, I wanted to show you these really gorgeous books that I got at an event I was invited to from a publishing company that does really pretty like stationery and nonfiction books and just like really beautiful things. They invited me to this tea party to celebrate the release of these new folio editions of Pride and Prejudice, which was really cool, and they let us pick up some books. So I want to show you the lovely books I got from there. I'll post, maybe I did a short video for that, so I can link it up above, or maybe I'll post a little bit. I'll link it at some point because we gotta go quick. Bedside Companion for Book Lovers, an anthology of literary delights for every night of the year. I think this is really cute. It's got just like short literary things that you could read every night, and it's so just like beautifully made. They had an ARC copy of The Making of Winnie the Pooh, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Other Beloved Characters. I really loved Winnie the Pooh as a child, and so this kind of looked interesting to flip through. It's an illustrated nonfiction book about the making of it, which is cool. I also picked up Draw Happy, Easy Prompts to Find Joy Through Creativity. I love the idea of this. It's got like little drawing things you can do. Have I actually used it yet? No. I always love the idea of doing artsy things more than I actually end up doing them, but like maybe I will actually dip into this because I feel like it would be fun to do some artsy drawing stuff. Two more. We have the Illustrated Letters of the Brontes, the letters, diaries, and writings of Charlotte, Emily, and Anne Bronte, which is so cool. I love the Bronte sisters. They have such cool writing, and it's got like photos and their letters. I really want to read this as well. So neat. And then lastly, this beauty, A Jane Austen Year, celebrating 250 years of Jane Austen. It's an anniversary year for Pride and Prejudice, and so this is cool. It's got like different things about the history of her books, about her life, and you can like read stuff each month of the year, which I think is so lovely. So thank you so much to Rizzoli Books for all of those. I love them. Next, very quickly, we're going to go through the books that I have purchased or pre-ordered in the last few weeks. First up, a book that I'm hoping to read very soon is Zom Romcom by Olivia Dade. I adore Olivia Dade's books. She writes these fabulous plus-size rom-coms, and this one is paranormal, and I think it's going to be really fun and campy. Teaming up with your neighbor during a zombie outbreak is a no-brainer, but if it turns out he's a vampire, the stakes couldn't be higher in this infectious new paranormal romance. Very excited for that. I think it's going to be a blast. I love her stuff. Book of the month, I grabbed Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. This is a romantasy. It's really pretty. They did like sprayed edges for it and everything. I've heard good things. I do love a magical academy. I'm kind of a sucker for it. Welcome to the Blackwood Academy, the legendary school located on the fringes of the afterlife. Once a pupil enters the academy's arched gates, there's no way out except for the decennial, a once-in-a-decade celebration in which a single worthy student is tested and given a choice: graduate and join Blackwood's magical elite, or cross over to the mysterious other side. So there's a competition, there's romance, it looks pretty. That sounded like fun. I got that. I have a pre-order that just arrived from Barnes & Noble, and I believe this is actually a book that I had for review on NetGalley and just read, if I'm not mistaken. Yes! This is The Executioners 3 by Susan Dennard. Take heed. This is a really fun paranormal murder mystery, which is a little different from her. Oh, this is beautiful. They did a really good job on this. It's very fun. It's definitely written for teens. It feels a little bit younger if you've read her Witchland series, but I liked it, and this book is beautiful, so happy about that. And then lastly, two books that I picked up in the Barnes & Noble book haul sale where they had 50% off some hardcovers. I did grab a couple that I had been thinking about reading. Overgrowth by Myra Grant. She also writes under Shauna Maguire. This is where she writes like her horror stuff, and this one I think is sci-fi horror, apocalyptic alien invasion and breathtaking body horror tale, perfect for fans of Cuckoo and The Day of the Triffids. So that sounds fun. I know I like her writing. And then, because I keep seeing this and thinking about it, I grabbed The Listeners by Maggie Stiefvater. This is her first adult novel, and I think it's pretty different. It's historical fiction, a mesmerizing portrait of an irresistible heroine, an unlikely romance, a hotel, and a world in peril. So I'm not sure if this has some like paranormal elements to it or not, but I have heard some good things, so I picked it up. And there you go. I filmed this in 12 minutes. Go me. I was trying to get in under 20, so we're going to do a quick edit and get this up. But I hope you enjoyed this. These are some books that have recently come onto my shelves, some really pretty ones. And I would love to see you on the Costa Rica trip if you're considering it. Again, use the code 2026booked to get an extra $100 off only through September 5th, and there are only 6 people who can use it. So now is the time. This is coming out of me and Izzy's own trip expenses. That's where the discount is coming from. But if we can make it possible for more of you to go, because we know it can be a stretch, especially with how things are going financially right now, we really want to make that happen. So thank you all so much for watching. Leave me a book stack emoji in the comments down below, or let me know which of these you would be most interested in reading, or if there's one you've read, let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, it always helps if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.